The former head of the British domestic intelligence agency MI5 said this past week that Britain's support for the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan radicalized many Muslims and triggered a big rise in terrorism plots that nearly overwhelmed the British security services. Giving evidence to the official Chilcot inquiry into the Iraq War, Eliza Manningham-Buller, former MI5 Director General, said the U.S.-led invasions had substantially raised the number of plots against Britain. Former British Prime Minister Tony Blair's statements to the inquiry that toppling Saddam Hussein helped make Britain safe from terrorists were dramatically undermined. Giving evidence to the same inquiry, Manningham-Buller revealed that there was such a surge of warnings of homegrown terrorist threats after the invasion of Iraq that MI5 asked for and got a 100% increase in its budget. Manningham-Buller, who was Director General of MI5 from 2002 to 2007, told the Chilcot panel that MI5 started receiving a substantially higher volume of reports of young British Muslims being drawn to al-Qaeda.
If you're going to go to war, you need a pretty high threshold, it seems to me, to decide on that. And I think there's very few who would argue that the intelligence was not substantial enough on which to make that decision. Our involvement in Iraq radicalized a whole generation of young people, some of them British citizens, not a whole generation, a few among a generation, who were, saw our involvement in Iraq on top of our involvement in Afghanistan as being an attack on Islam.
Her words are in stark contrast to the claim that Blair made in front of the same inquiry in January. The former Prime Minister said, quote, "If I am asked whether I believe we are safer, more secure, that Iraq is better, that our own security is better, with Saddam and his two sons out of office and out of power, I believe indeed we are."